Now our second gland is pituitary gland. This is our second gland. We complete our discussion about hypothalamus. Now we were talking about pituitary gland. This gland found in brain. Simply, hypothalamus also found in the brain part. This pituitary gland also found in the brain part. How? Where located? It is located below the hypothalamus. This is a hypothalamus zone. Look at here. This is the hypothalamus zone, and this is a stalk-like structure is arise, and this is our pituitary gland. This is the hypothalamus. This is the pituitary gland. Hypothalamus and the pituitary gland connected by a stalk. Pituitary gland connected by hypothalamus through this stalk. Alright. The pituitary gland is found in a bony cavity. A bony cavity. This is called as a sella turcica. I repeat, pituitary gland located in bony cavity. This is a cavity. There is a hypothalamus and there is a stalk structure, and this is our pituitary gland. This cavity is called it as a sella turcica. This term is important. Remember this term. And this cavity is made up of bony structure. I said bony structure, not cartilage. This is a bony structure. This is another important term. And pituitary gland attached with hypothalamus. This is the another by a stalk. Alright, this is the introduction about pituitary, where it located. Now go into depth. Pituitary gland divided into two parts. Alright, first part is called it as a adenohypophysis. First part is called it as a adenohypophysis. This is our adenohypophysis, and another part is called as a neurohypophysis. Look at here. This is the neurohypophysis, and this is the adenohypophysis. Clear, guys? Very clear. Now, adenohypophysis further divided into many parts, especially two parts. This much zone, it call it as a pars distalis, and this remaining part is call it as a pars intermedia. Look at here. Adenohypophysis consists of two portions. The first portion is pars distalis and another one is pars intermedia. Let's move further. Pars distalis region of pituitary, commonly called anterior pituitary. This portion of adenohypophysis is also called what? Anterior pituitary. It is also called anterior pituitary. I elaborate once again. Pituitary gland, I think I am writing in a quote. Pituitary gland divided into two parts: adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis further divided into two parts: pars distalis and pars intermedia. Pars distalis is also called anterior pituitary. Okay, this portion produces lots of hormone. Like, this is the list of hormone. First, growth hormone. Remember this short word GH. What is the full form of GH? The full form of GH is growth hormone. Remember these things. This is important. Next, second, prolactin, PRL. This is the second hormone. Now third hormone is thyroid stimulating hormone. The short keyword is T, thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. Now fourth one is adenocorticoid trophic hormone, ACTH. Next, fifth, luteinizing hormone. The short keyword is LH. Sixth hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. This is our seventh. Look at here. This part releases how much hormones, how much important hormone. And now this part release one hormone. We call it as a melanocyte stimulating hormone. Look at here. Pars intermedia secrete only one hormone. Call it as a melanocyte stimulating hormone, MSH. Clear? Very clear, guys. Very clear. Okay. Pituitary gland divided into two parts: adenohypophysis, neurohypophysis. Correct? Now adipohypophysis is divided into two parts, pars distalis and pars intermedia. Correct? Pars distalis, also call it as a adenohypophysis. Okay, perfect. This zone secrete lots of hormone, approx 7 hormones. This is the list of 7 hormones. Now pars intermedia secrete one hormone, melanocyte stimulating hormone. Now let's move on neurohypophysis. Let's talk about neurohypophysis. Look at here, neurohypophysis. We also call it as a pars nervosa. Am I right? Pars nervosa. Next, also known as posterior pituitary. Pars distalis is called it as a anterior pituitary, and neurohypophysis is called it as a posterior pituitary. Clear, guys? This term is clear. Now it releases two hormone, oxytocin. First oxytocin and second is vasopressin. This release two hormone. First is oxytocin and second is vasopressin. Clear, guys? Very clear? Alright. Let's start with our first growth hormone. We are going to detail study about growth hormone. Let's start. Come. Look at here. Now we were going to detail study about growth hormone. Growth hormone stimulate abnormal growth of body, leading to gangetism, and low secretion of GH result in stunted growth, resulting in pituitary dwarfism. What they want to say that growth hormone is responsible for growth, but if growth hormone secretion increase, I told you before, hormone work in their stress amount. If hormone level is high, then they cause disease. If hormone level decrease, then they also produce disease. If growth hormone secretion is high, they produce some disease like gangetisms. What is gangetisms? That person who suffer from growth hormone excess, they are tall in height. They are tall in height, approx 7 feet to 8. Alright. They also suffer from their backbone tilt, they bend. If they standing here, their anterior posture is bent like this. Anterior, their head, their neck is bent down. Alright, this is a case of hyper secretion of growth hormone. If growth hormone secretion decrease in body, then that kind of person suffer from dwarfism. Their height is very small, short, below 4 feet. Or more. Excess secretion of growth hormone in adult, especially in middle age, can result in severe disfigurement, especially called acromegaly. Higher secretion, when these kind of persons suffer from hyper secretion of growth hormone, they also suffer from acromegaly. This is the disease name. Their face like long, their neck long, their back long, their heads long. Okay, which may lead to serious complication and premature death. If this person don't take proper medicine cure, then he also can die. The disease is hard to diagnose in the early stage. This is very problem. This disease can't grab you in childhood because this is the growing period of child, not even young age, not even adult. All right, this is undetectable. This is undetectable. Now let's move towards our other hormone. We call it as a prolactin. What they do? Prolactin regulates the growth of mammary gland. This mammary gland present in both female as well as male, but in female this is highly developed and formation of milk in them. After delivery, milk come out from mammary glands. Now other hormone is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. TSH stimulate the synthesis and secretion of thyroid hormone. This is a very important hormone, guys. Very important, very necessary. From thyroid gland means these are thyroid glands. Okay, thyroid gland release what kind of hormone? The hormone name is thyroid hormone. Simple. And this thyroid hormone have multiple names: T3 hormone, T4 hormone, thyroxine hormone. This all type of hormone required for human development. Also in frog also. Frog metamorphosis. We know about frog development. Then frog release their egg. Then first tadpole come out and they convert into frog. So their conversion process is occur due to thyroid hormone. Understand, guys? This hormone is contribute for human development as well as frog metamorphosis also. Let's see, our next hormone is ACTH, adenocorticoid stimulating hormone. Look at here. ACTH stimulate the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormone. We call it as a glucocorticoid from the adrenal cortex. Can we do anyone know what is adrenal gland? They located above the kidneys. The adrenal gland's cortex region, outer region, is produce such kind of steroids. The steroid's name is glucocorticoid, and this glucocorticoid going to release ACTH, and ACTH release steroid, and steroid hormone name is glucocorticoid. Alright, guys, this is a fear fight hormone. Our next hormone is luteinizing hormone, LH, and other one is FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. These hormones are responsible for gonadal development. Gonads mean male and female's reproductive organs. I repeat, male have penis, prostate gland, testes, vas deferens, epididymis. These are male's reproductive gonads. and females have vaginal, uterus, fallopian tube, ovary and egg. These are female gonads. Alright, these two hormones are responsible for what? They are responsible for gonadal development. Who developed gonads? This hormone, gonadotropin. Who released gonadotropin? Who released gonadotropin? I told you. Who released LH and FSH? Adenohypophysis. Which one? Adenohypophysis. And adenohypophysis divided into two parts, pars distalis and pars intermedia. So pars distalis release luteinizing hormone and FSH hormone, all kind of GH, prolactin, TSH, ACTH, LH, FSH. These all hormones secreted by pars distalis are anterior pituitary gland. Okay, this hormone is useful for gonads development. Let's study about LH, luteinizing hormone. LH stimulate the synthesis and secretion of hormone called androgen. This is for testes. They said, LH said to testes, this is a male gonad. He said, testes, that release androgen. Come on, testes, release some androgen, so we can show there your teenage life symptoms like hairs, like sperm production, like your voice changing. Okay, so LH come and said to testes, secrete and synthesize some hormones like androgen. So testes secrete androgen. Alright, in males, this is the function of male. Androgen performing their function in males butterly. FSH and androgen regulate spermatogenesis. I know this is the follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle is formed in female, but this hormone still work in male. From where? Spermatogenesis. What is the meaning of spermatogenesis? Genesis means synthesis, formation. Spermato means sperm formation. Male have sperm. We all know this thing. Now let's talk about females. In females, what is the role of LH and FSH? Listen to me. In females, LH induce ovulation, means this is female's ovary, and LH come and said to ovary that release your egg. Ovary, release your egg. So ovary release her egg. Alright. Of fully mature follicle and maintain the corpus luteum formed from the remnants of Graafian follicles, and this egg is covered with lots of follicles. Once egg is removed, then this remaining part, call it as a corpus luteum. Okay, now next, after ovulation. Okay, now FSH stimulate growth and development of ovary in follicles in females. Listen to me. This is the ovary of female. Here egg is formed, first layer, then second layer, then third layer. This is what? This is a follicle maturing time. After follicles mature and egg mature, they release their egg. and remaining part of follicle, we'll call it as a carpus luteum, and this is our egg. And this ovulation process, this is called ovulation. When ovary release their egg, we call it as a ovulation. Okay, now next hormone is MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone. It act on melanocytes, okay, and regulate pigmentation of skin. Yeah, melanocyte decide skin color. This is true. Decide what? Skin color. True, very true. Now other hormone is, this hormone is secreted by now neurohypophysis. Oxytocin act on the smooth muscle of our body and stimulate their contraction. Oxytocin work on, look at here, this is the female reproductive organ. This is the female reproductive organ. This is the uterus wall. This is the uterus, thick and hard wall. When timing of delivery, this wall contract. This wall contract so that baby come out easily. Due to which kind of hormone? Oxytocin hormone. Oxytocin hormone. It stimulates muscles contraction. It stimulates muscles contraction. Alright. In females, it stimulates a vigorous contraction of uterus. I already told you. Time of childbirth, bilkul. And milk ejection from the mammary glands. Females have breast and they have mammary glands, and they produce milk, after childbirth. This is the mammary glands. Alright, now it's time to vasopressin. This is the another neurohypophysis hormone. It acts mainly at the kidney and stimulate reabsorption of water and electrolyte by distal tubule, and their reduce loss of water through urine. Hence is called it as a antidiuretic hormone. Now this is the structure of nephron. This is the structure of nephron. This is the glomerulus. This is the Bowman capsule. And this is the glomerulus. Where nephron is found? It found in kidney. Now there is proximal convoluted tubule. This is the loop of Henle, and now this is the DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Now here in distal convoluted tubule, they secrete one hormone. We call it as a vasopressin, and also call it as a ADH. What they do? They reabsorb water. In DCT. Here this hormone absorb excess water, so limited water goes out with urine. Okay, that's why it call it as an antidiuretic hormone. Listen to me. An impairment affecting synthesis or releasing of ADH results in diminished ability of kidney to conserve water, leading to water loss and dehydration. This condition is known as diabetes insipidus. If ADH hormone irregulate, then what he do? It make it make high loss of water. They forgot their ability to reabsorb water. They make high loss of water, and this severe condition is called it as a diabetes insipidus. So this is all about pituitary gland. This is all about pituitary gland. So in next video we are going to talk about our next gland, pineal gland. So thank you guys, thank you for listening me. If you like my channel, my lecture, then please subscribe. Thank you so much for listening me, and keep smiling, learning and revision. Thank you so much.